Good morning everyone. So let's just work our way through this. I was just doing a quotation for a client, so I thought I'd show people how I run through it. Really simple. I go onto the Association of Photographers for the usage calculators. Let's just clear everything off that we've put through there. We'll take the medias and the settings off. I'll do it really quickly just to show you how we do it. Let's see if we can get through that. Okay, so the first thing to do with this calculator is to decide what your day rate is. You should know that by now. Your day rate is what that client is going to pay you to photograph that model on that day. If you decide that it's going to take you half a day to photograph that model, and then you decide that you want to charge that client half a day, or 2 hours, or whichever you decide to do on that day, that's entirely up to you. But when you're doing a quote, I tend to quote for the whole day. My day rate is £1,400. So that's what we tend to do. We do it at £1,400 and price for the date, and then when we're in negotiations and discussions about the job, then we alter things around there. It's a license period for 100%. The media options, we've not selected anywhere yet. We've already got in the territory options, we've got it set for worldwide. We can alter that any second now. So let's have a little look. We've got it set to 1 year. You can alter that to 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I do want to stress that this price that we've got there is purely and simply only for your photography for that day. It doesn't include the price of the model, the makeup artist, the studio, the clothes stylist, the rental of equipment. Everything else that you would put onto the invoice is charged as extra. So then what you do, so we'll work that. So that's what we're going to charge them for, just taking the pictures. No retouches, nothing. Now what we're going to do is, we know that's what we're going to charge for taking the pictures. We're going to actually look now at the usage charge. So that is what the client is going to pay to use those pictures for a period of time and an area that they select. So we've chose 1 year. Excuse me, I've got a terrible cold. I think we will just, for this example, we just use digital media, not print. So if a client were using these images to put on billboards, or put onto menus or posters or anything like that, you would click on select digital media. We're just going to go, select print media. We're just going to go with the digital media. In my experience, when we speak to some clients, that they say, look, all I want to do with these images is put them on my company website. So you agree to that, and then a bit later down the line you find out that it's on mobile, it's being used by PR companies, it's being used on regional websites, social media, there's advertisements on TV possibly. So what I tend to do is I tend to put straight away onto all media. That stops any arguing or any discussion at a later date about you didn't agree that you were going to use it on X, Y and Z. The territory is the next one. So we've selected what sort of media they can use. Now we're going to select where I've got it set to worldwide because that's what my last quote was for. Let's just change that, just for example's sake. Say to let's say it's an American company, so we'll click onto the USA. Actually, I'll tell you what, we'll click it onto Europe. So we'll just use Europe and click off worldwide and just use Europe. The country groupings, we've got all these different groupings we can choose there. As most people know now, that the United Kingdom is not in Europe anymore, so you have to click that there. And then you've got different country bands which you could click on, giving you all these if there's a specific one that you would want to choose. And when you go up to the top there, it's giving you, that was the price you started at, and that is the price with your usage. So the price with the usage is £16,800, and that is what, when we do the quotation, we would price up £1,400 for the day's photography. Then we would put the usage as £16,800. Then we would also quote for all the other things which we'll put in the next video. So I hope that's helpful for you. Please excuse my absolutely flu and cold ridden accent voice today, but thanks for watching.